Login accepted.
Be working on hacking. So here's where we are in our schedule. Today is Friday the 18th, and today we're going to be going over hacking Linux. This is all in preparation for our SCARE event, which stands for Swift Crack Attack Root event. Basically, you guys are going to be giving an environment for that event, and you guys are going to hack it and then write a report on it. So everything we're doing up until then is in preparation for that. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely look out for that. Also, we're going to be having our Pumpkin Patch social tomorrow. This is going to be at 2 p.m. Meet us at the front gates. If you guys are interested in coming out to that, please scan the QR code or go to that link so you guys can purchase your ticket from the CPP website. If you guys have any more questions about this, you can message Matthew or Elias on Discord. And yeah, this is in collaboration with Women in Tech, FAST, and MISA. So if you guys are interested in like making friends, talking to some like really cool people, really smart people, definitely like come out and hang out with us. And there's also a MISA fundraiser today. This is going to be at uh, Taste Tea. This is going to be at Taste Tea. So if you guys like boba and want to like go out, show your support to MISA, definitely like show out. It's going to be starting at 4 till closing. I'm not sure. Closing is at 1 a.m. So you guys definitely have a lot of time after this workshop to go over there and support them. Yeah, it's just another way to like make friends, talk to some really cool, really smart people. So if you're interested, definitely shout out to that. Also, if you guys are interested, become a paid member. You get a couple of different benefits by becoming a paid member, such as our alumni mentorship program, but this has closed. You also, if you're graduating senior, you get slots for graduation, and you also get shirt sticker bundles and more. It's 35 for the whole year or $20 just for the fall semester. I already went over this a little bit, but again, all we're doing this whole month of October is in preparation for SCARE, which is Swift's Crack Attack Root event. It's a penetration testing competition where you submit flags to a CTF website. The environment is going to consist of 3 boxes, 1 Windows and 2 Linux. It's going to start on the 29th of October and end the 1st of November. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely participate in that, and the first 3 places will get a prize. Oh, some different things to expect from this competition. For Linux, you can utilize Recon with Nmap and exploit some of the services with Metasploit. And also some very trivial privilege escalation techniques such as cron jobs, SUIDs, and kernel exploits. When it comes to Windows, you guys should be looking out for a reconnaissance with netexec and Nmap. This is going to be covered in next week's meeting and workshop. So if you guys want to learn more about Windows exploitation, definitely shout out to that. Also, learning attacks such as like attacking with Kerberos and Kerberos and Kerberoast, and then escalating privileges with various different misconfigurations within an Active Directory environment, and also some web exploits such as intercepting web requests with burp, fuzzing parameters, and then directory and subdomain brute forcing with FF and GoBuster. So who am I? I'm Alex. My Discord cheat code Alex. I'm currently a 3rd year studying computer information systems. I'm currently the co-director of Academy and also the treasurer for Swift. I was previously on the NCAE team and Cyberforce team, and right now I am currently on the CCDC team.
Hello, my name is Ryan, also known as Tired Person. I'm a 2nd year CIS major, and I'm a Swintern. I was previously on the NCAE Cyber Games team, and also currently on the CCDC and CBTC team.
So here's what we're going to be going over today. First, we're going to be showing you guys how to get started. And after that, you guys are actually going to be doing like a hands-on workshop. And then after, if you guys need a little bit more help, we're going to be going over a walkthrough showing you guys how to exploit the vulnerabilities that we put in our environment.
All right, so getting started. Some common services you can find on Linux pen testing would be SSH, FTP, MySQL, and HTTP, and sometimes HTTPS. So SSH is short for secure shell. It's a way for you to remotely authenticate to a machine as long as you have the right user credentials. FTP is another common one that you'll see in this pen test environment. FTP, something interesting that you can do is anonymous login, where you can log in anonymously to the service and find potentially valuable information such as passwords or maybe email formats, etc. MySQL is also really good because it's a database service. Um, for example, if a SQL database service has weak credentials or maybe has deep anonymous login, you can find and enumerate a lot of valuable information such as usernames, passwords, and maybe even other like system information that could benefit you during the pen test. As for HTTP, you guys probably know that that is web app. Um, there's a lot of things that you could do with a web app, but some of the main things would be going through the different directories and finding possible exploits that are related to service versions and other stuff with Burp Suite. So initially, when you start off with pen testing in general, you're going to start with Nmap. So to use Nmap, you would just run Nmap with the IP address of your target. However, there are a lot of different flags that you can use to help narrow down and enumerate your searches better. For the dash P stands for the port. So with this one, you can specify the specific ports you want, or you can scan all ports because by default, Nmap scans the top 1,000 ports by top 1,000 most common ports. The other flags would be service version and default script, which is SV and tag SC. Service version, upon finding a specific port matching a service, it would check for the service version. So let's say I find an FTP port on port 21, it will look for the service version of that service. So for example, Pro FTP D 2.3.4. For SC, which is default scripts, it runs a lot of default scripts to help enumerate what kind of services or what the services has. For example, FTP may have anonymous login, or a web app might have a subdirectory that is interesting. The attack T specifies the speed of which the scan will go at. So 1 being the slowest and 5 is the fastest, and 3 being the default speed. So the faster the Nmap scan goes, the less accurate it is, but it makes scanning all the ports a lot easier and faster. And finally, the -on flag, it just outputs the scan into a file. So it's really good when if you want to look back your Nmap scan, so you don't have to like keep on running the command and waiting forever and ever for it to run.
And here's an example of an Nmap scan. So here you can see we ran tac SV, tac SC, tac T4, and tac ON with a file name. So this is going to save the scan to a file called nmap.scan. Here you can see all the different information that the Nmap scan actually puts out. So there are a couple different ways to get into the boxes on our environment. So if you guys can't find a way to get into the box, you probably just need to like enumerate harder or figure out how like the exploit actually works. Um, but yeah, there's definitely ways to get into the box. You just have to find them. And also, if you guys do find a vulnerable service, utilize exploit.db and GitHub to find proof of concept exploits. These are very good places to find exploits for vulnerable services. It's a little more hands-on and requires more work than Metasploit, but this is gonna, if you guys do end up getting into pen testing, exploit.db and GitHub are gonna be your best places to find exploits. Here's an example of me finding a Wonder CMS RCE exploit through GitHub. So yeah, you can see all the different information and different flags that it tells me to use. Um, some exploits don't give you this much information though, and you actually have to like read the source code. Also, most exploits work through a reverse shell slash listeners. Reverse shells are executed on the victim machine and initiate an outbound connection to attacker machine. So essentially, reverse shells are a way for you to initiate connection back to your machine from the victim machine. And then to catch this incoming connection, you would set up a listener. So you set something up like a netcat listener with the flags TAC LVNP, which stands for listening verbose. I forgot what N stands for, and then P is just port number. And then yeah, you can catch your income connection utilizing that. And also, whenever you get initial access through your reverse shell exploit, um, here are some different privilege escalation attacks that you can do on our environment. This isn't an exhaustive list of all the exploits that you can do for privesc, but this is a very good list and some of the most common exploits. And also Linux privesc and enumeration tools. Two of the best ones are linps and linenum. These are essentially going to automate the process of finding privilege escalation vectors on your system. And yeah, in my opinion, linps is the better one. It's just the output is a lot prettier, and it usually finds vulnerabilities better than linenum, in my opinion, or from my experience. Then also to download linps, you can just use this wget command. Um, you can either do this on your host or on the victim machine. On our environment, the victim machines do have internet, so you guys could just do this on the victim machine. But usually, if you guys are pen testing, sometimes your victim machine won't have internet, so you guys would have to set up a Python server on your attacker machine and then download it from your attacker machine onto the victim machine. So then we're actually going to get into the hacking portion of our workshop. So if you guys go to the top link, it's just going to have our little scenario. It's going to give you a little more information about the environment and what you guys should be doing to hack into our environment. If you guys haven't already, log into Camino and deploy the hacking Linux workshop environment. If you guys deploy that and then log into your Kali, um, you guys can start hacking the environment. One thing that you do need to do before you guys log into the environment is you guys have to set a name server in the or set a DNS for the router. That information is on the scenario sheet. You just copy and paste a one-liner into your router, and then it should be able to work for you. But unless you do that, you won't have internet. So yeah, definitely read the whole email from the AMDS sector lead about the environment. That's going to be the most crucial part of this. But yeah. We'll probably leave this up just so you guys have the links to the Google Doc and also the slides from Tuesday meeting that have more detailed information about setting up like different exploits and how to utilize different privilege escalation techniques. But yeah, get to hacking, I guess. Probably walk down. Sure. People, so I probably definitely like to. Yo, hello. So that's like so we're getting to the end of our hacking Linux workshop. We're going to be releasing a write-up on the whole environment, so you guys can go back and like look at it and figure out how to like run all the different exploits. We'll be writing up probably like every single exploit. There's multiple ways, like I said, there's like multiple ways to prevesc and multiple like ways to get in. So we'll be writing up on how to do all that. We'll probably release it sometime on the weekend, so definitely like be on the lookout for that. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out. That's the end of this workshop. So yeah, give yourself a round of applause for hacking today. Cool.